Welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, so last session we did 2 code reviews and we looked into the debug functionality here in the game, which I didn't even know that was a thing. So we have here, we already looked through a number of these, but we are not quite through yet. So more to discover. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? Graphical frame rate bar. Did we already look at that? Control Shift Q. Control Shift Q. Huh? What is it? What is that? What is this? Graphical frame rate bar. Graphical frame rate bar. I have no idea what that is. It's a green bar up here. Okay. What else do we have? Toggle thread debug. Control Shift O. Control Shift O. Debug thread is on. Okay, maybe that needs an enemy. Yeah. Debug thread map. Probably needs an enemy. Give science purchase points. Oh, that looks useful. Control Shift P. Let's see. Control Shift P. Oof. Okay. Aha, there we go. Control Shift P gives points. Wow. Wow. We can level up until infinity. Wow. 30 points. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Give all sciences. Control Alt Shift K. Jesus Christ. Control Shift K. Oof. Oof. Okay, crate drop. What is crate drop? What is this? I've never seen that. Crate drop. Huh? What is a crate drop? Huh? Huh. Okay, I have no idea what the crate drop is. I've never seen that. But okay. Maybe it's something that is typically not available, but the debug just unlocks it anyway. Okay. Give rank level. Control K. Control K. Ah, I did hear the promotion. Yeah, okay, I reached max level here. 5-star general. Okay. Take rank level. Oh. Control Shift K. Let's see. Control Shift K. Ooh. Oof. So you can also remove it again. That's cool. Huh. That's nice. Demo lot decrease. By the way, let me maybe enable the sound so you can hear the sound of the game. Let me disable here this here, and I enable the sound so you can hear. So basically here what I did was, can you hear? Yeah. So make it a bit louder. So
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
so 5-star general, and
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
now I'm back 1-star general. Okay, what else do we have? Demo lot decrease. Key minus. Lot decrease. Okay. Minus. The question is, where's the minus key? On the English keyboards. I don't have an English keyboard. I don't know. Probably somewhere. Oof. Okay. It does something. Look at that. Aha, there we go. Okay. So decreasing. I'm impressed that all this debug actually works. It's quite astonishing. Okay, so this way you can look at different nib levels of the textures. Let's check. Lot decrease, okay, lot increase. Cycle lot level. Key minus alt. Toggle shadow volumes. Shift J. Interesting. The clouds are still there. Toggle fog of war. Shift Alt F. Shift Alt F. Huh. What's that there? I wonder if it allows you to see things of the enemy buildings. Maybe. Okay. Instant builds. Oh, that looks useful. Alt F. Alt F.
What's the story? Good area. Finished. I'll build anywhere. Any more projects?
Dang, okay, that is...
Sounds good.
That is
On the
amazingly
job,
fast.
finished. Getting to work. Good area. Sounds good. On the job, finished.
So fast. I like it.
Ooh, can't do that.
Low
Any more
power.
projects? Made in the US of A.
That's good.
On the job. All finished.
Very good. Alt F. Kill all enemies. Okay. Kill selection. Control Shift X.
Let me launch one, huh?
Control Shift X.
Unit lost.
Oof.
Loaded with US quality.
That's actually really useful. Oh, I can't kill the house. Oh, I can if I have a soldier inside.
I'll fire at anything.
So I can only kill my own
Yeah,
units, I guess.
you bet.
Oops.
Let's pop some tanks.
It's a really useful
Particle
debugs.
cannon ready.
Very useful. Instant build, instant destroy.
I got the goods.
Unit lost.
Keep it safe. Serving our country.
Nice. What else do we have? Kill selection, yeah. Toggle hurt me mode. Control X. Huh?
Always prepared.
Hurt me mode is on.
Take a new position. He's on the target list. He's on the target list.
What does that do? Hurt me mode.
Exploiting target. On task. Yeah. Laying the foundation.
Oh, when I select something, it
Army's elite.
takes damage.
Always prepared. Need a point man? Army's elite. Army's elite.
Unit lost.
Special forces here. Need a point man? Army's elite. Ready for action.
Okay.
Always prepared. Need a point man?
10% damage or so. That's really interesting. I like it. Control X. Cool. Toggle Hand of God modes. Alt G. Let's see what that is. Hand of God mode.
Need a
Unit
point man?
lost.
Oof.
Special forces
Oof.
here.
Single click destroy. Oof. Oof. Can't select anything anymore. Okay. Very dangerous. Okay, what else do we have? Lock camera to selection. Shift Control L. Shift Control L.
Always prepared. Need a point man? Always prepared. Need a point man?
Okay, I cannot use that unit though.
Ready for action. Army's elite. Want to make some improvements? Loud and clear. Need a point man? Special forces here.
Oh, when I'm locked on it, I cannot
Ready for action.
move it. That's
New construction. Sounds good. Loud and clear.
I don't know what the use of that is. Maybe once it is
Keep 'em
moving,
busy.
and then follow it. Yeah, I guess.
Always ready.
Why can't you control it?
New construction.
That seems like a bug.
Want to make some improvements?
Debug selection. Control D.
Let's build. Want to make some improvements? Have a job for me? I'll build anywhere.
What was that?
Yeah?
Special forces here.
Not selected yet.
Ready for action. Army's elite. On the go. Need a point man? Army's elite.
This is
Need a
something
point man?
you have to use it with some other command, or then it's like tracked in code or something like that.
Special forces here. On the go.
I don't know. Toggle sound. Control Shift S.
Search and destroy.
Ah, you can turn off the sound of the unit.
Search and destroy.
Of all units. So they're silent. Okay. Okay. Toggle track marks. What is L brackets? What does that key even mean? L brackets. I have no idea what that means. What is a bracket? L bracket. Left bracket. What? I have no idea what that key is. L bracket key. Oh, this one. Okay. L bracket key. What does it do? Track marks. Oh, it's already turned off, the track marks. I don't see them. I don't know if I have the correct key press. I don't know. But I already don't see the track marks when I drive, so maybe I already toggled it. L bracket, R brackets. I don't know where, hold on, where are the keys? On the English keyboard. There. Oof. Next to P. Let's see. Aha, there we go. Aha. Aha. Okay. And what is the other one? It says water plane, toggle water plane. Time of day, Control Shift D. That sounds useful. Control D. Oof. Oof. That's useful. Oof. Night. That's really useful. That is really, really useful. Dang. That is amazing function. Amazing debug. I like it. What is this bluish? Okay, so this is day. Well, this is day. This is, I guess, evening. This is night. This is morning. And this is day. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Toggle music. Control Shift M. I'm not gonna do that now because YouTube will copyright strike this video after 1 second. Next track, previous track, next objective movie. Okay. Begin, adjust pitch. Comma. Where's the comma key? Let me open this keyboard here. Comma. Next to L. Next to L. Just pitch. Comma. Okay, how does it work? I don't know. It's next to M, okay. Ah. Oof. There's some presets in there. Ah. You can control it. Ah, you hold it pressed and then you can move it. Oh. So you keep the button pressed and then move the mouse up and down, and then it looks very glitchy, but it's a good debug, yeah. Oof. 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 This renegade. Oof. Fantastic. Fantastic. Looks so real. Oh, it's good to look at things this way. I like it. Okay, interesting. Oof, why is it so buggy? And how do we reset it? Who knows? Okay, so this is adjust pitch and adjust pitch, comma up. Ah, okay. Begin adjust field of view. Period. Ooh, ah. There we go. We had this last session, we had this key somehow stuck. Ah, so here you can test the field of view. Oof. My god. I find it amazing that it glitches so. It looks like something is wrong. Something is wrong with the positioning of this. So this is the area, the terrain that draws, right, where you're supposed to look. So it's supposed to draw here, right? But somehow it gets mispositioned when the camera is too far away. So there is some bug. There is some bug with the. And I guess this is also when you do this, right? When you go down, it moves it to the further away. Or not? Like there is this transition here. Here it looks okay. But here it's bugged. Okay, this needs looking at. Something is not quite right there. There's probably some bug. And we need to fix it so that it's always in the center of the camera. The place where the terrain draws. Yeah, so it's an optimization that the terrain outside of the view cone is not supposed to render. And they probably just have like the fixed area size, right? I don't think it even aligns to the view frustum, right? It's probably just like, okay, we have this area where you're looking at, and this should then render, and everything else not, right? So it's cheap. But something is not right with the way it's calculated. Yeah, interesting. Okay, this makes it really easy to test this. I like that. I like that. That's really useful. And adjust for demo run scripts. Okay, for running some scripts in single player, I guess. Toggle render. Toggle render. We are halfway through the commands. Control backslash. Where's backslash? Backslash is this one here. Oh, sure. I don't know where the backslash is. Back here. I don't know. Toggle render. Key backslash. Ah, it must be this one here. So if we don't render. Ah, there's no rendering then. So the game still runs, but it doesn't render. Interesting, okay. I see. I don't know what the usefulness of that is. Add cache. Equal. Control equal. Where is equal? Here. Okay. Aha. It adds 10,000 to the bank. Oh, that's useful. Much appreciated. What else? Show extents. Control E. Oh, that's useful. That's very useful. Nice. That's very useful. You can see exactly like how if the collision is properly set up. And here, as you can see, it's not properly set up. See? They probably should have drawn it like a box. So I guess it's easier to see if we could look at it. Oh shit. If we can look at it from the top, but we cannot really go to the top. I think the pitch, it needs to go higher. It's capped too low. We need to make it go closer to 90 degrees. I suspect we can't reach 90 degrees because then I expect there will be like a gimbal lock problem. Oops. That's just my, just a hunch. Mismatched M is pitching. What? Okay. Oof. Yeah, it would be good to look at these things from the top, I would say. Yeah. Anyway, what was it? Control E. Extends. Okay. Okay. What else? Show health. Alt H. Object health. Huh. Ah. Right. Okay. So object health is turned on, right? By default. You can turn it off. Huh. Interesting. Give veterancy. Oh, that also looks useful, yeah. Control V. That's nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. 3-star Rocket Man. That's useful for testing. Okay, that's cool. I like it. We don't hear any sound anymore. Can we turn the sound back on? What was it? Control Shift S.
Let me launch one, huh? Yeah? Here comes trouble. Sure thing.
There we go. Okay. Next. Take veterancy. Control Shift V.
Let me launch one, huh?
Oops.
Sure
Debugged.
thing. I want to blow something up. Let me launch one, huh?
Look at the image here. The image is not decreasing.
I'll fire at anything.
Not a big deal. A demo enshroud. Control Shift R. Someone is remove looker ring on a cell that is not looked at. What? What is that? Oof. Okay. Oof. 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 What is happening? Okay. What is this? Okay, the more often I press this debug,
Yeah?
The less sense it makes. Okay. But no, there's no shroud anymore. Oh, shroud is gone. Okay. Now we can see everything. Fantastic. Fantastic. Enshroud, deshroud. Control R. Nothing happens. Okay. Maybe we need to
I want to
select
blow something up.
So I think we broke it. Toggle AI debug. Control A.
Let me launch one, huh? Heading over.
Oh,
Sure thing. Sure thing. You bet. Sure thing. Moving. Sure thing. Let me go. This'll be fun. You bet. Sure thing. You bet. On the trail. Let's pop some tanks. On the trail. Here comes trouble.
I have no idea how to interpret that.
Particle cannon activated.
Ready for action. Search and destroy. On the go. Army's elite. Search and destroy.
Shows like a path.
Search and destroy. On the go. Rally point confirmed.
Well, someone would need to study the code to actually understand what color coding means.
Taking new position.
What the pink means.
Heading out. Search
What
and
is-
destroy.
What is the blue? What is the yellow? The yellow looks like the path. Start and ends.
Heading out.
The pink, I have no idea.
Rally point confirmed.
The blue,
Taking new position.
I don't know.
Heading out. Rally point confirmed. Search and destroy. Rally point confirmed.
Particle cannon ready.
Okay. Toggle supply center placement. Huh? Control Shift. Shift, Control Alt S. What's that?
Want to make some improvements? Good area. All finished. Loud and clear. Let's build. Bring on the scaffolding.
Toggle supply center placement. I have no idea what that means.
Always ready. Loud and clear.
Lock supply center placement. Okay, so it's maybe it's adding something to the log. Yeah. Toggle camera debug. Control Shift C. Okay. What does that mean? There's a rectangle. Okay. What is that for? What am I supposed to do with this? Is this rectangle? By the way, let me create a bug report for the blackness here. Took a screenshot, hopefully. Upload succeeded. Capture screenshot. There were some other issues that we could track, right? The pitch. The pitch has like a limit. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Pitch. Okay, I have no idea what this rectangle is supposed to tell me.
I want to blow something up.
I don't know. It doesn't seem particularly useful. I just realized I can go outside the map. Oh. Okay. What debug was this? Okay. You can leave the map boundaries. Okay. Okay. Toggle no draw. Slash. Oof. What is the slash, King? Slash. It's maybe this one. Zoom lock. Control Shift Alt C. Camera zoom limit off. Zoom lock. Toggle special power delays. Control S. Delay off. What does that do? We need to get our promotion
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
again. Let's see what that does. Okay, so you can just send your general's powers non-stop. Okay,
Particle cannon activated.
that's useful. Okay, cool. Toggle message text. Alt T. Message is enabled.
Need a point, man? Take a new position.
I think it refers to these messages here. You can turn these off. Okay, I will leave them on. I don't think that's particularly useful. Battle cry. Shift B. Oh, it's very important. Very important debug feature. VTune on. Control G. I'm surprised that so far none of the debugs is crashing. Like I would have expected, since the whole game is broken, I would have expected that some of the debugs are crashing, but surprisingly, those debugs are more stable than the entirety of the game. That's pretty good. Toggle feather water. Alt W. Alt W. That's cool. Increase enum skate speed. Control J. Skate distance override.
Always prepared. Rally point confirmed.
What does that mean? Skate distance override.
Heading out. On the go. Search and destroy.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, sign in for this. Distribution underway.
Yeah, put the FPS to 30. Okay, I do see there's something
Keep it
weird
safe.
with rotor blades here. Skates, enum skate speed, decrease. Control Shift J. Ah, it does affect those rotor blades somehow. Okay, I've no idea how that is useful. But okay. There must have been a reason for that, I guess.
Something for everyone.
This one has
Keep the
stopped
supplies
entirely.
rolling. Blades in motion.
That chopper is static now. Okay.
Loaded with U.S. quality. Provisions en route. Special forces here.
Okay, what else do we have? A lot of commented down here. Toggle AVI. Toggle AVI. Key F11. Toggle AVI. You can make a video. Shift F11. Let's see. Oof. It's very laggy. Oh, you can actually record a video. Let me see that. Documents. Huh, where would it create that? Toggle network. Shift Alt Control N. Shift Alt Control N. I have no idea what that means. Maybe it's like turning on and off the network to simulate disconnect. That could be, right? Yeah. Dump player objects. Alt O. It's probably adding something to the log file. Dump all player objects. Show audio locations. Shift Alt A. Shift Alt A. Shift Alt A. Oof. Okay, it's unusable. Hard to see, I would say. Oof. 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 Yeah, okay. Show audio locations. Toggle audio debug. Shift A. Memory usage. 4 megabytes. That's not much. But it's full. Look at that. 4 sounds. Miles fast today. Positional audio. Current speaker type 2 speakers. It's interesting that the memory usage is so close to the max. Even when you're here, everything is silent and the memory is always full. Huh. I don't know how that works. Maybe it just keep. I guess it keeps all the audio in the memory, and it only pushes audio out if new audio is needed, if higher priority audio is needed. That's how I suspect it works, because there's no reason to push out audio if it's silent right now, right? We can just keep the prior audio dormant in our memory because maybe we need to use it next time, right? And then it's already there, so there's no need to like purge it when there's silence, right? It makes sense, yeah. So the memory, audio memory is always hot. There's always something in it, whether it's useful or not for the next scene. We don't know, but it doesn't really matter. If it needs to load something, then it can load it when it comes, right? Makes sense. What was this? Shift A. Okay. And perform statistical dump. Alt Q. Use count mismatch. Oof. Use count mismatch. Okay. Fizz count mismatch. Statistics dump mates. Let's take a look at the log. I think we pressed a bunch of keys to lock out things. Let's see. Must be this one. Let's see. Let's go from the bottom. Pool info. Block size. Okay. Pool info report. Oh, that's useful. You can get information about the pool usages, how much is allocated. It looks pretty small. Garrison contain. It's a bit on the larger side. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, I guess this could be useful when we look into memory things. See the pool usages. I don't know. See. That's okay. Peak bytes. Appended CRC on frame. What is this? Looking at objects. Updating. Okay. Okay. There's a lot of spam in here. Oof. Lots of spam. Okay, it looks like some of the debuggers have been spamming. Okay. Okay, so some pretty useful debugs. I already forgot 80% of these. Which ones were particularly useful? The zoom log, I guess, is useful. The AI debug is maybe useful. Shroud, I don't know. Veterancy is useful. Show extents is useful. Add cache is useful. Adjust FOV, I don't think so. Pitch is useful. That one needs some work. Music. Time of day, that's very useful. Yeah, this was a selection, debug selection, and no, this one I don't think there was anything useful to this. I would need to look into this more. But the hurt me and the kill selection and the hand of God, I think this was useful for debugging. Instant build is also very useful for testing. Fog of War, I don't know. Shadow volumes, lot of maybe. Take and give rank, that's useful. Give all sciences, give purchase points, that's useful. Thread debug we didn't see. This one was strange. Cache map debug, I don't know. Particle debug. That one just printed some things, right? Projectile debug, I'm not sure. Vision debug could be useful, yeah. Shift Alt V. Shift Alt V. Yeah, this could be useful.
Let me launch one, huh?
When debugging visions for units. Okay. Dump assets, total metrics. Switch teams. Blur zoom. Green tint, I don't understand what that means. This one was not so bad. Control F10. To see the polygons. That seems useful. Gentle is a similar thing.
Let's build.
Similar view. You can check if a certain asset looks particularly expensive. Too many polygons or so. Right. Wow, so pretty, the fade. Wow. Why is the transition so pretty? What is this? Why is the transition so pretty? Why is the game paused after that? I don't get that, but okay. I really appreciate the effort spent here on this transition. It's so pretty. Look at that. So nice. Behind buildings, yeah. Debug stats. Now Control Q. Yeah, there you can see the frame rate. Yeah. The frame time, 33 milliseconds. Draws 278, skins 1. Draws, does this refer to objects or what is this? Draw calls? No, it's a little bit small, that number, no? Maybe it is draw calls. Frame number. Oh, there's a frame number here. Polygons per frame. Per second, vertices, video RAM, 1.3 gigabytes. No, it's probably kilobytes, right? Kilobytes, 13 megabytes video RAM? No, that's way too little. It must be more than that, right? 14 megabyte? Can't be. I don't know, is it kilobyte or is it bytes? Video RAM? Let me see that. Video RAM. Video RAM. Here. Why do they deduct the number here? What is this? What is this magic deduction here? What is this? I'm adjusting the texture memory usage counter by subtracting out the terrain alpha texture. Ah, okay, interesting. Get record texture size. So what is this? Frame texture memory. And is this kilobytes or what is it? Texture memory. Texture memory. Texture. Huh. Texture memory. Peak texture. Size. Disk size. Surface disk. Usage. Let me see that. Usage. How resources? Yeah. Well, it must be bytes, right? Then, but then how is a video RAM so small? 14 megabytes video RAM? Nah. So little? How's it so little? Am I looking at this value wrong? No, it's 13, 16. It's really little. Can that be? Maybe I would have expected like 160 megabyte or so, but not 13. How's this so little? Very interesting. Okay, there's some pretty useful debugs. I think it would be nice. I think it would be nice to create a how do we get to the wiki page? Wiki here. Code generals wiki. Type task. Document the native. Document the key, the in-game debug. Document the in-game debugs. Can be found in this file here. Copy relative path here. The key mappings can be found in it has some pretty has some pretty useful debugs. All of them work without crashing. I suggest to list them all. Add a screenshot, and description. To list them all with keys, add a screenshot and description. Yeah, let me add some sample screenshots so that they know what I refer to. Images. So there was this here, the circle. This one. And this green one here. Just adding some random ones without any context. And this one. Document the in-game debugs. Okay. Okay. Debug load map. What is this? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Have a job for me? Loud and clear.
Okay, document the in-game debugs. And can be used in debug, in RTS debug builds. Okay, so we have this. Blank issue. Okay. Terrain does not render at the center of the screen. At the center does not render at the center of the screen of the view when terrain does not render at the center of the view at certain angles or distances. It seems that the terrain render is pushed to the far backgrounds when those the far backgrounds. There must be There must be some bug in the calculation. Label. This is rendering. Major. I can call it debug, maybe. Debug. Bug. Bug. This one here. Or yeah, I can do this, this, and this. So it can be easily tested in debug builds and pressing comma or dots to change pitch or heights. Change camera pitch height. And distances. Oops. Okay. Okay. And then the other issue was camera debug, camera pitch has low upper limit. Debug camera pitch is low. It appears to stop at 70 to 90, 70 to 80 degrees already. It would be good if it can reach close to 90 degrees before a gimbal lock problem would occur. A potential, I'm not sure if it happens, potential gimbal lock problem would occur. Task, debug, enhancements, minor. Debug camera pitch has a low upper limit. Okay. We should also say how it can be toggled. Can be used with comma. Okay. debug configuration. Okay. Yeah. Was there any other bug? No. I think that's it. Okay. Good. What about reviewing this one here? The chat toggle function is blocked by a is active player check, which checks if a player is either an observer or dead. Note that an observer is also classified as a dead player. I have not removed this check from team chat functionality backspace because observers are not in a team. I have not removed the check from team chat functionality. Chat function from team chat. Team chat. Because observers are not in a team. Okay, does this match? So it's 2 places. Does this match the way Gentoo does it? Gentoo knobs 5 places to enable observer diplomacy screen. Observer chat after surrender, observer enter button, backspace button, observer HUD. Enter backspace. The chat toggle function is blocked. Gentoo enables these things. let's take a look at this. Looks okay to me, a bit messy overall with what is going on, but it is understandable. But it also keeps objects and the radar decoupled. Also, the underlying radar class keeps a list of objects to be seen on the radar. Objects themselves also have to know about the radar too, which is quite nasty, as they remove themselves from it on destruction. It was a dependency. It was a dependency for this change. It will go away when rebasing. If we want to decouple, then it'd be better to use a listener/events approach. Breaks the AOD map from working. But I think the AOD map was also using broken functionality to begin with by making use of the player symbol, which is where I believe the blank player name is coming from. if there is something that changes behavior apart, if there's something that changes behavior and it's not crashing, then I suggest put that behind not retail comparable CSC. So the names need to be unique. Hopefully is not a problem other than having duplicate names. Oh, well. I cannot answer. Okay, I have no idea why I closed that. Okay, that's not particularly helpful. Reports like this would need the save file attached. Save file plus map plus custom map. Okay. Okay, good. Good. All right, I think I will take a break here. Yeah, we learned a bit about the debugs. Yeah, I didn't code anything this in the previous session, but we can do the next session. Maybe we can look into this terrain issue. And there's so much we need to look into. It's just never ending, isn't it? We also still need to review things here. Yeah. Fixing this terrain issue here would be interesting. Yeah, because it is a bit of it's a bit upsetting. Yeah. At least it works correctly when the camera angle and distance is normal. Yeah, but it shouldn't look like this. So glitchy. Good. I will take a break here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.